on my way now. I'm on my way now. I'm on my way now.
Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. If you happen to be new around here, I'm Trevor and this is Anna. We are the Delightful Travelers. Make sure to hit subscribe and that little bell to follow along on our adventures.
To start things off, we're going to be trying a Filipino breakfast. You guys have been recommending it in our previous videos in the comments.
Thank you.
Lots and lots of recommendations, so we're really excited to try it. And it's actually already sitting here waiting for us to eat,
Yes.
so we should just get right into it. So one really nice thing about this resort is that our breakfast is included in our rate. And there's an American breakfast, which we've been doing every day, but there's also some Filipino breakfast options. We've been seeing it on that menu every day, and we haven't tried it yet, and we've been here a couple of weeks, so it's definitely overdue, and we're really excited. So we've got two different dishes here, very similar, but I think the meats are the difference. So this one is called a Longsilog. We've got garlic fried rice, I believe, fried egg. This is the sausage that I think is what is referred to when you're talking about Longsilog. There's also some cucumber and a banana.
And what about this one?
So this one is called Tapsilog. So the only difference between the two plates here is, again, the meat, which I think this is maybe like a sweet pork.
It looks like, I think it's sweet pork. It's really red.
Yeah, it is.
Well, here we go. I can tell you right away, my knife goes through this very easily. That's a good sign. Makes me think it's going to be nice and flavorful. Take a look at the color of this pork though. Look how red it is. It almost looks like it's not even cooked, but I can assure you that it is. It smells really good. Let's do the taste test. Oh, is that ever sweet? Wow. Like, never had pork like that before. We knew it was going to be sweet coming in, and we know Filipinos like sweetness in their food, that's for sure. But this is really good. It's really flavorful. Now I'm excited to kind of mix it up with the other things on the plate here because I think it's going to be good with some rice, and of course we got that egg. So again, just not knowing the proper way to eat this, I'm just going to mix it up a little bit. I just have to. I have to assume that's the way to do it. So now I got a big old bite. Oh, I lost the egg. Let's try it again.
Yeah.
Got a bit of everything. So let's see how it is all together as one. Oh yeah. Well, now I kind of get this. So just so you guys know, for us, rice for breakfast just is not something we do. I mean, that's probably obvious. It's just we never have a combo like that. But this, when you take that sweet tender pork and then you put it with the rice adds a bit of texture, kind of rounds out the sweetness, and you throw in the egg and it's kind of creamy. It's very, very tasty, and I like the yolk as well. Goes really nice with it. It's just nice and rich. It's a really good combo, and I can see why people eat this for breakfast, and it's very popular here in the Philippines. But I think it would take us, or me anyway, a little more getting used to. I think I just have to have it more until I think about ordering it every day. Who knows how long we're gonna even be in the Philippines, so I can guarantee you I'm gonna have more of this.
All right, it's my turn. I am honestly starving over here, so this is torture to watch Trevor eat, and my stomach is rumbling. But I'm excited to try. This one's the Longsilog, I think it's called, and it's also pork meat. This one shouldn't be sweet, I don't believe, but I'm gonna just try the meat first, just to get the flavors. Wow. That is so delicious. Actually reminds me a lot of what we would have in North America for breakfast sausage. It's there actually is a little bit of sweetness in there, but it's really balanced out nicely. It almost tastes like it has, I know it doesn't, but it has like maple syrup or something.
Ooh.
We often get like maple sausages at home to go with our breakfast, and it reminds me a little bit of that. It's just really, really flavorful and delicious, nice texture to it. This is like a perfect breakfast sausage. So to me, this actually seems a lot like a North American breakfast, except you throw the rice in. Again, no idea the proper way to eat this, so I'm really, really sorry if we do this wrong. We've never done it before. But I'm gonna get some garlic rice if I can, some egg, some of that pork, and there's also some vinegar here. Again, no idea if this is right, but I'm just gonna dip it in there.
Yeah, someone can tell us if we're doing this wrong, that's for sure.
Oh, you will. I'm sure you'll tell us if we're doing it wrong.
No one ever does that on YouTube, too.
No, never. That's really good. Again, going back to what Trevor said, it's really strange to have for us to have rice for breakfast. I know in probably a huge part of the world, it's a main breakfast component, but not really for us. But I have to say, I'm loving garlic rice. We've been eating it at dinner time anyway, almost every single night, and it's
Yes.
delicious. So I like having it here on my breakfast plate, but it would take some getting used to. But yeah, this is a really yummy breakfast. I got the egg, I love that sausage, and garlic rice.
So there is one more thing to talk about today at breakfast. It's this coffee. Now, instant coffee, I guess where we're from, is something that is not very popular at all. We really don't drink it, and normally we dislike it entirely. I guess we're a little bit of coffee snobs. But this one we find everywhere in the Philippines. We've definitely seen it in other Asian countries, and I think it is the best of all the instant coffees, I would have to say. But I'm very curious, why? It seems hard to find good coffee shops. Now, I know we're in El Nido, maybe that's why, but brewed coffee or specialty coffee doesn't seem to be a thing in the Philippines. Maybe we're missing it, I just don't know. Now, we were in Manila, you'll see those videos at a later date, but we did find lots of specialty coffee there. But generally when we travel, and especially in Asia, we often find these. So I'm just very curious if you guys watching at home, especially if you're Filipino, like this, I think it's Nescafe. By the way, this is not sponsored at all.
I just wanted to point out that I dressed up for you guys today. It's so funny because like when we're traveling normally, I would never think twice about putting this dress on, but right now I feel super dressed up because we've just basically been wearing maybe like shorts and t-shirts and swimsuits all the time.
We're in beachwear all the time.
Yeah, we're in beachwear all the time. And you guys are probably sitting at home in your pajamas, I'm guessing. Let me know though, if you dressed up, leave a comment below.
So we've come back upstairs here on this little patio landing to go back to our chair. Look how eager this one is to go to our chair right now. She's ready to answer your questions, so let's go. All right, we are back in our trusty swing chair to answer your questions. And if it's your first time tuning in and you're wondering what the swing chair is, we decided in the last video to use this chair to answer 3 questions in every video that you guys are asking down in the comments. So if you're watching this now and you have any questions for us about this whole situation, just leave a comment below and we'll try to get to them, put it in a video. We get a lot of questions, so we're doing our best to kind of pick the questions we can and go from there.
And before we get going, last video we also mentioned that we are from, where we answered a question about where we're from in Canada, which is Nova Scotia, the city of Halifax. And we asked if anybody was watching from there, and we got so many responses from people from Halifax, people from Nova Scotia, people from Canada, people that in general had just heard of Halifax or had some connection to it. It was so nice, and honestly, reading all those comments really cheered us up.
Yeah, we had no idea, especially from Nova Scotia, just even the maritime provinces in Canada where we're from. How many people are watching us? No idea. I think some of you have been watching us and you didn't know we were from Halifax. So.
Yeah, that's so funny.
But we have more questions now to go through.
Let's
do it.
All right, question number 1. Enjoyed the show, started watching last year or so when you did Greece. How did you both get started doing the travel show? What's the inspiration and thoughts behind it?
Okay, so I need to take this one because can I just say, I love that you said, enjoy the show. Do you guys think of this as a travel show? This is kind of new to us. We've never thought this before. And I am curious, most people that say that seem to watch on a television.
TV, yeah.
So I'm curious how many of you are watching us on a TV right now, watching the Delightful Travelers show.
I love it. I love it. How did you both get started? What's the inspiration and thoughts behind it all?
Okay, so it's a loaded question, I suppose.
Yeah.
How did we get started? Back in the day, I was more into travel vlogs, this is like probably 5 years ago when there wasn't a lot of travel vloggers, but I was watching people like Fun for Louie, Ben Brown at the time, things like that, and it looked like something we'd maybe want to explore. And then one day...
And Trevor's also like a super creative person, so I think the idea of just trying to edit something or like trying to create something from nothing was really appealing to you.
Yeah, I mean, just so you guys know, I am a designer as well, so I often create something out of nothing. I used to play in a band, play instruments. So this video challenge was a whole new thing for us, and it just sounded fun, but we had no idea if it was possible, honestly. So fast forward a little bit, we were going on a trip to Europe. It was one of our first European trips.
We still had full-time, or at least I had a full-time job at the time.
Yep, you had a full-time job. I made a packing video at home just for my own channel, which doesn't even exist, and I put a video together. I put it on Facebook, and someone from your work
Right.
saw
So
it.
at the time, I worked for a newspaper or media outlet, and they someone from it saw it, and they said, "Hey, how about you record your whole trip, and we'll put it up on our website." So sure, why not?
So
That sounds easy.
So yeah, just in case you didn't get that, at that point I never edited a video before, besides the packing one. Had no idea what software to use. We were going on a trip and we said yes to make a video almost every other day. So it was a crash course in this. And then if we go forward a little more, we realized right away that we liked doing it. Once the channel once it grew a little bit, and we just started to get really nice feedback, we knew this was something we wanted to do. One of our passions is to inspire others to travel and just to help others out. A lot of people come to us just for trip ideas and recommendations, especially in certain countries.
Greece.
Greece is one of those.
I feel like every day someone contacts us on Instagram in particular, or DMs us and asks us questions about Greece.
Yeah, I know. So that's kind of a story. Now here we are now, and just kind of hooked on traveling the world and documenting our journey.
Yeah. All right. Question number 2. I love this question. Are you going to travel until you are seniors, or do you have a time frame in mind as to when you'll commit to staying in one place?
Until we are seniors. I would say, we haven't even talked about this yet, but I want to stop in a month. No, I'm joking. I got her there.
I'm done with this.
It's over. That's going to be the title. No. I would say, honestly, we can't envision doing anything else. I know a lot of times some channels have an end goal in sight and people aren't sure how long they're going to go on for. I'm fairly certain we will do this as long as we can. We do usually put out one video a week on purpose because it's a lot of work to make these videos. It takes about 10 to 15 hours a video. These ones take a little less time. But, so one video a week, we can balance that with our work. We see no reason why we can't.
But I also envision us, and maybe not even before we're seniors, traveling slower for sure.
Oh,
Like
yes.
staying longer in one place, renting a house for a month or 2 or 6 months in one place, maybe. And just enjoying getting to know one location for a while. I think we'll do more of that.
So the channel's going to be around for a long time. Don't worry.
And third question. Hey guys, thanks for the update. Enjoying all your videos while in lockdown. My question is, what country is on your list to do after COVID-19? One that you haven't been to yet. Tracy from Australia.
Okay, that's a good one. We haven't talked about that
Well,
either.
I mean, we sort of talked about the country we were supposed to go to after this one.
It's the one
that
that's
we would be at right now.
it's been eluding us for a long time.
It's Thailand. I mean, I feel like everybody's been there. I can't believe we haven't been there yet. It's one of our favorite foods, for one thing. Full of gorgeous beaches. Of course, we have that right now here in the Philippines, but it's been on our list forever, and we just can't seem to get there.
It's got everything we like, and we've been to, I think, around 50 countries now, and you just think Thailand would be on there. I feel like Thailand's one of those places that a lot of people just go to if they're coming to Southeast Asia. So that is high on our list. I don't know if that'll be the first country. Who knows?
Probably.
After all this, because I imagine we're going to end up back home in Canada at some point. So to fly all the way back over, not sure.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But Thailand would be nice. Other than that, it would be really cool to get back to Mexico.
Yes.
Okay, because we got so many questions, we are going to do a couple extras. This one is from Tacky Brewer. Have to give him a shout out. He is he's been following us since the channel
And
has
he always,
started.
and he always leaves us comments like every week, so we really appreciate him. So
There's a lot of you guys doing that, but Taki always has good comments. So here's what he says. Glad to see you guys are doing well. If you guys ever left Canada, to which country would you move? I love
that
this
kinda
kind
goes-
of question.
it also kind of goes to what we said about like traveling slower and
Yes.
getting to know a place.
Good segue.
Yeah.
What do you think? We haven't even talked about this yet.
So one place we talked about like that might be ideal for that kind of thing is Portugal.
Yeah, so a lot of people ask us this. So Portugal is really cheap and affordable, and you get all of the high-end
And the
things.
weather.
Yeah, the weather's great, but you get all the high-end things you get in other cities that just cost a lot more. The other one I'd have to say, I just mentioned Mexico. That is a country that is highly appealing for us to. At some point, I would imagine we'd spend a significant amount of time there, mainly because, one, it's really close to home. Mexico's not a far flight from Canada. There's direct flights sometimes. You can easily go through Toronto. It's Rooster. It's really easy for us to get to, and we love Mexican food. We love the Mexican people. It has
affordable. Beaches.
Checks every box,
It
doesn't
does.
it?
Yeah, we love Mexico so much. So
Yeah.
I think we can also stay there for like 6 months as Canadians at a time.
Yes.
So
So
yeah.
I could see Rooster won't let us talk. I could see us spending some significant time in Mexico.
Yeah.
We do have one other bonus question today. Why not? We'll throw it in.
This one was actually from Facebook.
Yes.
From also longtime followers and big supporters, and we absolutely love
Yeah.
these people as well.
Like-
they actually
yeah.
have a their own YouTube channel. It's if you look up John and Kara Retired Travelers.
Yeah, go check
Look
them out. They are they've just started their channel not too long ago, and they've been documenting their journey. And we know how hard it is to get going, and they're doing a fantastic job. And they are just as hooked on traveling as we are. And at some point, I think we're gonna. The plan was actually to go visit them this
Yeah,
year.
we wanted to meet them, go see them in the summertime.
Yeah,
who knows
but
about
I just don't know now with everything happening with this whole travel situation. But it's a good question.
How are you doing laundry? They said random question, but that was a must for us when we were on the road.
So yeah, it's such a good question, and a lot of people wonder that in general when we travel for a significant amount of time. Easy answer is
So here at the hotel, they'll actually do laundry for us. It does cost a little bit of money, but they dropped the price significantly, so it's like the what's the word I'm looking
it's just
for?
more affordable.
Yeah.
You do it per kilogram, and it doesn't cost very much. But just so you know, if you're ever wondering when we're in Airbnbs, we just do our own laundry. We try to get a place with a washer.
Yeah, and when we can't do that, we bring little sink laundry packs with
Yeah.
us, and we wash stuff in the sink if we have to.
Well, that's going to do it for another video here in El Nido in the Philippines today. We just want to say that we realize how fortunate and lucky we are to be where we're at right now. We're very grateful for it. We hope all of you are staying safe and all of you are very healthy and just getting through this, doing the best you can in this just such a weird and unfortunate situation.
Yeah, and we just wanted to thank you for all the amazing comments you
Yeah.
guys are leaving us. You're messaging us. You're leaving comments in the comments below, and yeah, it's just amazing. It really, really lifts our spirits because it's. I know it looks like we're just having fun here and like floating around in the pool, but it's stressful, obviously.
Yeah, there's a lot
so
on
it's
our mind.
so nice. Yeah.
Yeah, there's so much on our mind here as well, and without your comments and messages, I don't know if we get through it, but we're doing okay. We're holding up pretty well. And by the way, if you want to follow more in real time, again, the videos are very up to date. But if you want to check out our Instagram account, that we are putting some stories on there quite often, so you get to see things happening in the moment. And if you got this far in the video, make sure to like it, hit the thumbs up button, click subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. There's going to be a lot of these videos coming up. For now, I guess we're gonna call it.
Yeah. All right, guys. That's it.
From El Nido, wishing you a safe and healthy quarantine.
See you soon.
I'm on my way now.